little song and then I got it in a PM. I'm floating on this shit, you know I gotta oversee him. Every time I see him, wow. I had to keep it nice and say good morning to the kid. If you sell a little, are you on the path to getting rich? If I'm in the shit, I'm talking cause I gotta get the hit. I'm the artist going hardest cause I gotta get lit. GM, I can do it by myself. GM, everybody needs help. GM, I'm a great kid. All about work, gotta get paid. GM, 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 hey. The boys are not so much that I don't wanna be them. GM, 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 GM. Just slide it for my office, see the slide it for my DM. GM, 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 GM. Yeah, wake up with my baby, gonna tell that girl like GM. GM, 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 GM. Everybody got a hater, I cannot even see them. Word, gonna make it. Take my girl on vacation. Fat axe to the top. 100x, make it pop. I can't do this if you wanna leave me out and on my own. Been quarantined too long, so I feel happy all alone. Only reading, buying, and a piece is better when I'm stoned. I can hug and I'll walk me, I'll be staring at my phone. GM, I can do it by myself. GM, everybody needs help. GM, you can have a great, great day. We're all about art, but we gotta get paid. Yes, all right. Well, I'm all set up now.
That's
I'm ready to
classic.
go. I needed to just restart everything. Yeah, I actually DM'd Dill, right? The
Mm,
artist that had a great big hit last Bull Run with this song GMGM.
hmm
I don't know if you guys remember any of that, but yeah, he's a friend of mine. I was like, look, how you doing, my guy? I miss you in the spaces, and let's go and hear something from you again.
mm.
Because sometimes he needs a little. He was trying really, really hard. He had his own coin, and he was trying so hard. And it was such a bearish market back then too. It was kind of like a year and a half ago, like right in the middle of this bear market. It was so hard to. Everybody just dumped on him, and he's never sold a token, right? So
Wow,
he was doing months of work basically for nothing, and yeah. So yeah, I
that's
love me. He's a good
brutal.
guy. Yeah, he's a good guy. How you doing, Dick? How you been today? I know we've been talking behind the scenes a little bit because we're building
Yes,
stuff. Yes,
yes,
yes, we are.
yes. Yeah,
Mm,
attacking from all angles. Yes. But
yes.
yeah, not doing great today. Good morning. Right now, I was actually just throwing those images together into like a split screen thing. I'm
Oh,
gonna
yes.
create an image, have one logo on the left and then one logo on the
Mm,
right. But
yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's just kind of progressing. It's like for me,
Mm,
I was listening to God, I forget who it was recently. I was in a space, and it may have been Shield or Order that were
yeah.
talking from the Doginal Dogs, and not to name drop, I'm not trying to do that, but the what he said though really struck a chord with me about how he said that he hates perfectionist or and not necessarily, but he was saying like he's like, yeah, I don't like people that say, oh, I'm a perfectionist, I'm a perfectionist. He's like, no, you're just lazy. He's like, just
Yes.
he's like when
You're
George Lucas,
procrastinating.
yeah,
Yes,
when
you're
George Lucas
procrastinating.
made Star
Mhm.
Wars, I'm sure that he didn't sit there and like every scene think, oh, this is perfect, this is perfect. He just needed to send something. And if you
Look,
ask,
it's all
yeah,
about action. You got to take the first step, and the whole
yeah,
thing about it is that it's not going to be perfect.
yep,
Perfect comes at the end, if it comes, if in any, right? And so this
yeah,
whole perfect thing can really blow up in your face. The perfect
mm-hmm,
relationship, the perfect, all that perfectness is going to keep you from taking action.
exactly,
And it's in the action that you actually find where you can better yourself, so you can optimize, right? But
yeah,
you got to start somewhere. You got to
well,
start somewhere. You
I-
just got to walk, one foot in
yeah,
front of the other, and see where you end up. And then things can really, if you're open for it, if you leave perfection out of the story,
right,
things are going to unfold more faster and better than you ever dreamed of, because now you're open for every possibility and you close doors when you're thinking
yes,
about perfect.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
so
the
true,
perfect partner might be right in front of you, but it may not look perfect to you in the
yeah,
moment. So you're going to walk by, right?
yeah.
That's ridiculous. All right, we got somebody else on stage here. I need to meet. It's Mr. Dejan.
Yeah, oh, thank you for introducing, and thank you for giving me the possibility to jump in today. Actually, like to be honest, Sundays are actually most of the time like yeah, some free time for myself. I keep for myself actually, and want to spend with family and stuff like this. Oh, thank. And today I was like just scrolling through X, and then I saw your tweet, and I was like, oh, let's see what this will be about, and like so yeah, this is me. Um, and maybe later on or somewhen, like you give me the start point whenever you want, and I will talk about
Yeah.
my project. But
Yeah.
otherwise, I'm just here like to listen
You're
to
more than
hang around.
welcome. More than welcome. Sometimes it takes a little bit time for people to jump in this space. So we usually start with Tick starting up the live stream because we are live streaming this space on YouTube and X at the same time.
Yes.
If you shill, your information will be on screen, right? And we can hear your voice together with what's on screen. So if you make a good shill, we can actually chop it up into shorts and send it to TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube shorts, right? So it's not just you're being here in space shilling. You're going to be all over the place.
Wow.
And we
Okay.
like to, yeah, we like to have a platform open for that. There's a website we're being built, right? We're opening a Telegram group,
Mm-hmm.
a private group for this space, and there's going to be merch. I mean, we're gonna go full ham on this one. We
Nice.
Absolutely.
open, yeah, we open the store every day. Yesterday was a great space. It was really busy, but I understand. On Sundays it's a little bit less, so we just wait for people to drop in. And if you're comfortable with being here on stage, I don't mind you being here at all. Usually, if we do right now, we start with is that we're gonna look at the market, right? Now, I was in the crypto moonlight space this morning talking about these fabulous setups that I saw for long positions. And I hope you were in this space listening to that alpha because I actually said, like, all right, we need to shoot a candle in that 105 zone. And lo and behold, right, the volume came in and it did that. Bitcoin now trading at a 105.8. And we're looking at that dominance. The dominance looks really bullish. It looks like it wants to rise. And that's a good thing, you guys, because it's indicating that Bitcoin wants to at least attempt to take out that all-time high, right? So this is what we need to be seeing from Bitcoin. Of course, then the market is fully pulling up on that. I opened along on Pepe this morning, freaking hauling. I'm so happy. I mean, look, monster trade there. We're seeing SUI trading at 395, still having these difficulties with that $4 range, right? But as soon as it gets that will surely haul too. And we see that the whole SUI ecosystem is pulling
Mm-hmm.
up, right? Deep is up 8%, Walrus up 4%. Some meme tokens are up, but mostly utility there pulls a little faster. On the SUI, of course, we're looking at Solana. And Solana had a great setup this morning for a good trade, especially if you were looking on the 3 and 4 hour. And I said, okay, usually that indicates end of the day for me, right? And for me, this is the end of the day, right? I'm in Amsterdam. So, a fourth hour is always within 8 to 12 hours, sometimes 20. So when you see a good setup on the fourth hour, you need to realize when you open the trade there that you're probably going to have to wait a longer time before your target hits. But when it does, it does. We see, yeah, Solana had that great setup. And of course, traded very neatly, very tightly in that zone. We're now getting a little bit overextended on that fourth hour because it is catching up to that resistance zone that is there. So if I had a trade, I would close it probably right about here, and
Mm.
yeah, that's
How
that
come?
would
Is it
be it.
because
So
the RSI is kind of signaling that it's going to start pulling back?
it's overextended. Yes, it's
Yeah, yeah. It's
overbought.
at 90
Yeah.
98.17. Yeah.
And not only that, but the K line is looking to make a little bit of a turn. And
Right.
so,
That's the blue
if you
one?
do a future, yeah, a future trade is risky. Are risky trades, and when you're up, you're up. And I'm not, trying to trade any Pico top here, right? If I
Mm-hmm.
make good profit, I'm closing. I'm closing right now on Pepe too. I think it's enough, right?
Yeah.
Uh, you do not always want to have the bottom of the barrel because then you get the lid on your head, right?
Mm.
That's a saying.
Doesn't say.
That's a good one.
So you
Yeah.
guys, yes, the live stream is live. It's right up here, pinned in the pinned post. So yeah, Solana doing very good. XRP up 3.3%. It's actually pulling up on the market, which it wasn't doing so often, right? Doge is up 9.9%. Of course, that is hauling together with it. We have to look at POX a little too, because that is still very much on the in the buy zone, but up 4.3%.
Nice.
And then AVAX, I was looking at AVAX this morning because I saw AVAX already making some moves this morning, and AVAX has been like quiet for
Right.
a long time. Even when Bitcoin was pumping, I was looking at AVAX going like, what is going on there? I know that there's a big community on there. I know there are some meme tokens on there that really are doing well. And I am talking about Kakinu, right?
I
Um,
didn't know. I don't know it.
yes. Kakinu is the meme. I think the best meme for AVAX. There's a big community on AVAX. You guys go join their spaces. Really lovely community. Um, I managed to get in, went in the first like 5 days of that token being existing, and got all those listings, went crazy. I think it was last year or something like that. Yeah, it must have been last year. But yeah, it was kind of laying still and flatlining for a few, and then I saw it move this morning before anything else was moving. That was green, and so I was looking like, okay, what's AVAX doing right there? Right? Is AVAX bullish on the market suddenly? Why? And then you see all these nice setups. Now, of course, we saw these same sort of bullish setups on Friday already, but then the volume just lagged for these for momentum to catch up, right, and really make the best of these setups so they could fly. But yeah, it's happening now, so I'm happy. I'm happy that Bitcoin is going in that 105. That to me then signals that it is actually serious about taking out these bears that are from here all the way up to the previous all-time high, right? And then is going to be the question: what happens there is going to give us information if we are actually able to make that another all-time high. We need to see how much of a rejection we're going to get there. Are we going to get slapped in the face or just slapped on the wrist a little bit? That is basically what we need to be dealing with, and seeing when come time we get there. And then I'm looking also a little bit like, hey, we're in the end of May already. Now, is very usual we can pump into June, but I think June will be the last time frame that we could do these things in, right? Before July and August hit, because these are months that typically, well, not typically, always are bearish in crypto. There was never a crypto summer where we pumped, right? Most of the people are checked out on vacation, etc., etc. So, uh, that said, Bitcoin doesn't need much time to make an all-time high. If there's volume coming in, it can make an all-time high within a week, right? Bitcoin can really pump hard this way. So yeah, welcome everybody. If you joined the space, please leave a comment below, and if you're willing, repost the space and tell everybody that you're in here, right? That's important. So yeah, you have something you wanted to address before we go ahead?
No, nothing off the top. I just went ahead and I shared the post to the space. It's which logo do you prefer, A or B? And so we have the black and white logo, and then the colorful, psychedelic-looking logo on the right. So yeah, any feedback? Let us know in the comments what you guys like.
Yeah, so you got two logos up here. Now, one is a little bit clean. I like it more because I just like black and white stuff more. I'm just autistic like that, right? My whole house, there's no color in my. I love colors outside of my house. It's just I don't want to see it in my house because it really distracts me from everything and it makes me feel unorganized.
The
And so
minimal,
I
yeah.
yeah, yeah, I lean more towards the black and white for me. That's like easier for the brain. But yeah, let us know, you guys. Go under the post and tell us which one you like better, color or black and white, right? Because we need to set up this stuff so we can do the website and do the Telegram group. But we kind of need a logo. I kind
The
of wanted to
more
make
I
it. I was like, kind
the
of need
more
a
I look
logo
at
for
it,
this.
yeah, the more I look at it, the one on the left does have more of a modern aesthetic to it, whereas the one on the right does kind of remind me of like the '90s or like the early 2000s. It
Yeah,
is. It doesn't
it
look as
looks
much.
looks a little bit more. It looks a little bit more Degen, the colored one, right? But
Yeah.
okay, hey, let's involve Mr. Degen here, who calls himself Mr. Degen. So, what would you prefer here, the colored one of the black and white?
uh, I think like you should like think about what kind of people you want to attract and what kind of like tickets you want to talk about in the future. Like because the black and white one looks like super serious and that gives me like the Scarface feeling a little bit. But
That's good.
I mean I like it. I like this kind of clear stuff and like not that much distraction and stuff like this. But yeah, the right one with the color, it's like, oh yeah, the left one black and white and the right one with the color is yeah, it's the Caribbean mode, the Caribbean vibe. It gives me like the feeling of Reki and a nice cocktail and stuff like this.
Yeah, for sure. That's good, man. Okay,
So
I think that we have a winner. I think the minimal design, the black and white, is the clear winner here. It's like the more I look at the
Well,
color
you
one.
you can't say that. We're asking people to vote, and now
Yes,
you're gonna be
yes.
like A or B, and then we vote. You gotta wait a little, give
30
people time. Man.
seconds. I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
time's up.
you got 30 seconds.
We got Brian in the channel. Brian, what do you think of the new logos? We have two. Oh, he's not up on stage. We'd have to bring him up on stage.
No, he's not
huh?
up on stage. Brian, you want to hop on stage, my guy? Everybody, you're welcome, more than welcome to join on stage. If you have a project you want to share, that's fine, but you can also share yourself. We can actually pull up your profile, and we can actually go over your profile and maybe, give you some tips and pointers on how to do better there. Maybe I know that I could do better with mine. I need a new banner. It's annoying me. But yeah, anybody's welcome here on stage. Today we have Mr. Degen right with us here. And if Mr. Degen wants to inform Tic on where to go and what to pull up on the live stream, then we can start the whole shilling. Let's go.
Yeah, do you have a URL?
me? Sorry,
Yeah,
sorry, I
yes.
missed the last one.
Yeah, I can go ahead and bring up so we live stream video as well. So what website would you like me to bring up so that people can see what we're talking about?
I already wrote in the comments over here what I want to talk about. So actually, you can bring up this one. And I'm not here to talk about myself or like to show myself. If people like what I'm talking about, they will probably follow. And if they don't like what I'm talking about, then they don't have to.
Mm-hmm. Oh, do you have what's the
That's
website
great.
to pull up on the screen though?
I can actually share it here in the Jumbotron. Let's.
Honestly,
The website.
X is a little buggy
I mean,
for me, and I can never see all the posts up on the Jumbotron for some reason. I can only see 2 of them right now out of the 3, it looks like. X always bugs out on me, X spaces. Go ahead. You can send it to my DM.
all right. Then I will send you the website and yeah.
Let me go ahead and follow
Let
you as
me
well. So,
give me a second, and then there you go. All right, this is the website, and here is the X main account below. All right, I send you.
perfect. All right, cool. Which one would you like me to bring up? The meme generator or the other, or the handle?
I think like if you go ahead like with the X main page is like perfect.
Gotcha. Okay, awesome. I got that up.
Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm. And then, yeah, go ahead and tell us about what we got going on here. It's Munching Groundhog Soul. So tell us
Yes.
about
All
this
right.
project.
All right. Yes. Let me talk about. It actually started like this, like a couple of months or almost like 9 months ago. My team and like we found together via like different kind of projects, and like this we realized the way we actually want to build something is like the way we all want to build something, and that's what like we found together. and we started like with the Munching Groundhog, and 2 months ago, 2 months and 7 days, 8 days ago. So, and it started actually like a fun project, like the first project we want to build together. And we had a lot of traction in the beginning already, and we were like, wow, that's crazy. We didn't actually expected that. So we kind of like stick to it now, and we really want to build it like much more. And we built a team, like we have like crazy developers inside, and now we're also like partnering with the community from Cardano. And because what we thought right now is like, of course, a meme token is always actually, it always needs a hype. And if there is a special like animal meta or whatever, of course, like a groundhog has a good position, is possible like to really go kind of high. But then like if the meta is changing, it's kind of like not easy to actually keep the hype up, especially if you have no calls or cabals or whatever like to jump in. And this is like not what we want, because we don't want to have this kind of like jump and dump stuff, pump and dump stuff. So we thought, okay, let's really like start to build something around the meme, which gives us the possibility to actually let the chart grow constantly in the future without any kind of hype. Yeah. And that's why we started now another project, or we are doing like another developing on the Cardano blockchain. And this is more about like e-commerce. It's I also like wrote it in my comments over here, or below my comment. It's the Astrobucks developers, and this will be like all about merchandise and stuff like this, and also offering services like domain services, website services, stuff like this for other projects. And this is where, for example, we will get some money already. And this is where we already like put a lot of liquidity in the Cardano blockchain, and this is where we already get rewards, and we have like staking pool over there. And this will be also like transferred in the end into our project here on the Solana blockchain. So this is like how we're gonna be, yeah, make sure that we will always have like actually money flow into our Solana project here, the Munching Groundhog. And in the last couple of weeks, we also like did a lot of like marketing researching, because what we realized is that, for example, in the Asian market, in the Japanese market, many people are already totally hyped for the Groundhog. Even if they don't are into crypto. But what we do right now is like our website, we're building, like we have a new update soon, like around like 2 or 3 weeks. And what we're gonna have on our website for the Groundhog is we will offer like a lot of like merchandise and stuff like this. We will offer gamings, free to play games, and also like our really like super unique and super hot meme generator. But this will actually only be to attract normal people to use our website, to gain some traffic on our website. And once we have like a high fellowship, like a lot of people like following us, and a lot of people like using just the merchandise and the games and stuff like this, we are collecting all the funds to really like put into our chart, then to really push, to really like buy up, to burn supply, to be able like to lock much more supply, to really go crazy. So yeah, we started like with the meme token, and it's right now we are really like building something like a brand, or actually it's like two brands with the Cardano project. And yeah, this is like how we're doing right now. As you can see in the chart, we are able like already now to really keep it stable, and to always keep it above like 100k MC. So yeah, this is like what we want to be able to say in the future. We are able like to really control the chart, and we are really able to keep the chart up. Yeah, so that's why also right now we don't want to have any kind of soul trendings or whatever kind of dex streamer boost paying stuff like this, because this will attract the wrong people. We don't want to have this kind of yeah, a few X chasing people inside our project right now. What we actually want right now is like really committed people who are like believing in us, who think that this is like a, yeah, kind of solo project we are building. And of course, people who just like the meme. This is something we don't have to forget. It's still a meme token. It's all about fun. It's all about sweet stuff, sweet animals. And yeah, so actually, like, this meme is already super famous since Chunk, the groundhog. That was the groundhog got captured in the United States from this one farmer. And because like this groundhog was always like stealing the fruits and vegetables in front of the camera, and were like easy munching there. And so there is already like a super big hype actually around this meme, but outside the cryptoverse. And this is like what we're going to reach right now. First is like the Japanese community, also like those which are actually not into crypto. And then of course, like once we have a lot of traffic, once we have a lot of like yeah, people using our stuff, games and the meme generator, then we're going like to really push it for the people here in the crypto world. Yeah, so far so good.
Very sick.
And what I have to say is we we have we are kind of like, we are 4 people right now for the groundhog. And this is like the super core team like building right now. We have like 2 really great developers inside. And but actually like to the team, they're belonging like a few more people, but they are not really building that much with us. But they also hold like a kind of like big bag of supply. And right now, like the core team of the groundhog, we are holding around like 70% of the supply. And we are actually looking for to be able like to help 80%, to really be able to control everything. And yeah, but of course to also like show people that we really want to build for the future, that we really committed to it, and that we will not dump our bags or something like this. We are going like to lock them, or like to make them official, our wallets and stuff like this. Yeah, like to dox ourselves. Yeah.
For like more transparency.
Nice. I just love that when we have the space open, even on a slow day like Sunday, the market is sending and everybody's possibly looking at that charts and trades, but that we have people up here that are willing to speak, and that there's tokens that have some meat to the bone, right? I love that. That's why I love doing this space and give a little bit of platform for the otherwise buried. And because sometimes in the space it can be about who screams the hardest.
Yeah, for sure,
And
for sure. I totally understand.
yeah, yeah. Well, it's a thing,
Yeah, but
And
that's why like we are not really going like to push that hard right now. This is like we really like going to build first everything, and we are going to wait for our update from the website, where we will be able like to really show much more about what I'm talking about right now. Because currently right now I'm like talking about of things, but if you go like to have research on our website or something, you will not actually see it over there. So all the things I'm talking about right now is still in process, is still in our mind, or is we are already like working on, but it's not able like to show up yet on the website or stuff like this. So that's why right now we actually use this time to really accumulate by ourselves as much as we can, slowly, without pushing the chart too much. That might affect that other people will jump in who doesn't know that much about the project. So we just keep it stable, keep it easy right now. We are building, and once like we will be able like to have the update for the website and stuff like this, of course, then we will also like look for to push a little bit more, but always in a way that we always be able like to control everything. And this is something super necessary for most people actually, who are going into the crypto stuff, because most people we are interacting right now, we are talking to, they always telling us like, yeah, you have to hold to 20 millions and whatever. And then we say like, no, of course not. Like, this will only cause a super crazy dump in the end, because there will be such a high sell pressure. So of course I want to be honest, and we say, okay, like, everybody's in the cryptoverse to get some money, to make some money, and so do we. So of course, like, if we go up with the chart because of other people will buy in, of course we will sell a little bit, but like in a really healthy way, that either if the chart drops, we will be able like to buy back again, or if the chart keeps rising, all right, nice, like we made some profit. Yeah. And this is like the way we really want to be, we want to build this project right now. And that's why also like keep it quite easy right now, and calm and
Yes.
yeah.
Well, I suggest that you study liquidity pools and how to use single-sided liquidity to sell if you're big holders of a project, because it won't show up on the chart, and you get every penny for your money, for your tokens that you have, and
Yes,
it's a win-win situation, right?
absolutely, but this is something like we're already doing, like for example on the Cardano blockchain. So over there we have like all the liquidity stuff. We have like the staking, what we're doing. We have like all the things we are going to do over there, and also like to get the rewards, because over there's already like a lot of more traffic, and so we are
Yes.
gaining much more rewards from this.
Hey, do you
And
know? Do you
in
know
the end,
snack
be able
token?
like to put this into our project over here.
Hmm. Do you know snack token? Snack on
Yes,
Cardano is the
for
biggest
example,
meme.
snack token is a token like we are already like partnering with.
Yeah. Oh, do you know RTB?
No, not me. But I
No.
see like Stromboli over here. He's
Yeah.
the space right now as well. He, for
Yeah.
example, is like one guy from the core team, and he's like the one guy totally going wild on the Cardano blockchain with all the people
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah.
So, in case you guys are more interested,
Cardano is crossing chains finally, right?
yes,
Finally,
yes,
let's have him
exactly,
on stage.
exactly,
I love it. I've been in a lot of Cardano spaces too, right? And talk to the Cardano people, and you guys are always so technical. I love it, right? A lot of builders over there, a lot of developers over
exactly.
there, and so I love these spaces. Just that the issue I always had is that it's too much in your own spaces, right?
Yeah, yeah.
you're,
No,
you're not
but
butterflying
totally
around.
agreed. Totally agree. And this, I have to be honest, because in the beginning when we started like to have this partnership, like blockchain crossover partnership, I was totally, I felt so lost, because all those people like from the Cardano blockchain, they started like to talk in all their high tech language, and I was like sitting here as a Solana deacon, and I was like, fuck off. Yeah, how to gonna deal with that? But no, it's, of
I
course it
see.
took
I
some
love it
time.
because I'm all about it, and when I'm in their spaces, we're always geeking out so much. But you're so much in your own lane then that you lose the interest of a lot of other people, because you're going to talk about technical stuff and you're going to use a different language,
Yeah, yeah,
and you're going to exclude a lot of people, right?
yeah.
That way, and so you got to be aware of that sometimes too. And so I channel my inner Degen often.
Yes,
And
yes,
so because we need to bridge some over there, and I love to do that, right? I love to have people learn in the space, but I also love for the people who are a little bit too much into their own little bubble to come out, especially on Cardano, because there's so much knowledge that you can share with people.
exactly.
But yeah, if you're just over there a lot, then that's never going to happen. But welcome, Stromboli, with your hand up. Nice to meet you. How you doing?
Doing good, doing good. Thank you for the invite. Yeah, no, I was listening to Mr. DJ, and we're part of the, like he said, we're four of us, and I'm part of the dev. So, no, when you said RT, the snack, we are partnering with Snack Fun. We are partners with Dong and with Bone. So what we do is on our stake pool, we have a stake pool operator called the NV Stake Pool. It's been operated since 2001. Um, so what we do is anyone that stake into us and delegates there will get dong. We'll get that token snack dong bong. And we're on Snack Fund. We have like you were saying, we're four of us, but we have a core group. Like Crypto Bells is our speaker for the Cardano. So he's with Snack. He's with Husky. He's well known over there. So we are with him. And in regards to the Solana over here, like you were saying, we do have a liquidity, and that's how we do our sell, because that's the easiest way to do the sell and get the transactions money for it. So we do have a liquidity pool in Meteora. So every time someone buys and stuff like that, we take that and we buy it again. And we have a wallet. So when we buy, whatever we buy, our purpose is to burn it through our gaming mechanism that we're going to incorporate. He was saying about the website. The website should be available already like in 3 to 4 weeks, because we're doing two different things. Our marketing strategy is different. Like we said, we have a roadmap, but in reality, the roadmap is a business plan. Our business is to target the market. Like you were saying, we're targeting the Japanese market with the groundhog. If you see our post and the way that our posts and our marketing is going organically, we are tapping into that market. And by having that market with the e-commerce that we're trying to do, so that will benefit on the transaction, so we could generate money in transactions, plus the stake pool, plus the minting of the stake pool. Every epoch, every block, we mint a block, so that's like 300, 400 ADA that we convert in Cardano into Solana or Cardano to create a liquidity pool, because that's what we're doing. We're partnering with other people like the Chill Pizza and stuff like that. We get their token, pair it with the groundhog, and we create liquidity pools to just keep funding our group and keep funding our own project through services. Because what we want to do is we have domain services that we're going to offer, hosting services, e-commerce. We already have the wallet connectors for Cardano, and we have the wallet connectors for Solana. All we have to do is just we have to make sure, because if we're collecting transaction data and we're connecting addresses and wallet, we have to have it on a DB with a DB sync with ISO certifications and all that kind of stuff. So we're debating if we're going to do it that way or if we're going to do it manually. That's what Mr. Dejan referring to as having it done, but we have to make sure that it's properly, because this is information that we have to store. So we have to make sure that we do it right. And yeah, I could keep on going, so I'm gonna stop there.
Yeah, I think it's bullish. The whole Solana ADA thing. I'm so bullish on going cross chain and reaching out, right? And then have some tech behind it, or even making use of these liquidity pools. And I know a lot of people in the space here might not know about these things, right? And but yeah, joint spaces, lots we talk about that stuff all the time, right? That's why I mentioned it straight away, because not enough people know about how to do that, right, in the first place, and how it can really be beneficial for a project in this way and actually bring flow of money. So yeah, here we here we are. It's a thing. And so I don't want to deep dive into that right now. We're probably going to have to dedicate a whole space just talking about liquidity pools, how that works. uh, and because that we cannot explain that in just 3 minutes, even though it's easier than you might think it is, right? There's still a few things that we need to talk about then and touch on and to elaborate on. But you guys, I'm bullish that you are doing the whole getting out of the Cardano bubble, because that's a real thing. And even though I have love for the Cardano community, uh, for real, right? But yeah, come out of the bubble,
That
join
was,
the rest.
that was my first love. That was my first love. Because I'm a tech guy, so Cardano does have a good tech, and that's what brought me there. But the liquidities of it is a little bit low, and the memory in Solana and the total value lock and the
Yeah.
transaction
Hey,
is
you know what
powerful.
I'm spotting too? Because I know there is a lot of the Cardano community that is actually eyeballing SUI and is in now trends, how do you say that? Like reaching
Yeah,
out
because
to SUI community. And yeah, they're really big on SUI. Yeah.
SUI is like a Solana, but Solana people don't like Cardano.
Yeah.
So since SUI has the
That SUI
transaction
could be that,
engine,
yeah,
they're
could be
trying to
that
go that way.
middle ground, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't know that the tech is better on the SUI side, right?
Yes, it is. It's
Yes. Yeah.
faster.
Faster.
The only thing that they don't have is the total value lock, because
That's it.
Solana has a lot, but that'll
Yeah.
get there.
Yeah, that's fine. And it was somewhat stressed that the net was out for like a few hours back in, I thought it was November or October, somewhere around that. And their validators picked it up so fast, right? It was hardly noticeable. But when that happened, everybody on X went like, "See, Sui is the new Solana, right?" Because of that blackout that it that it had. Which guys, the Solana in the bull had a lot of these blackouts. A lot of people might not have been there for it,
Oh
but
yeah, the beginning, yeah.
yes, in the beginning it was working more often not that. Yeah, sometimes you get really stuck there, and that the validators needed to get up, right? And that took a while there for that to go smoothly. And yeah, but all will be well in the end, and I'm expecting Sui to be working these creases out as they go, and have to deal with a lot more transactional volume, because sometimes the transactional volume on Sui is higher than on Solana.
Yeah, no, especially because they're so low right now, and they only have how many memes coins right now. So, like I was
Yes.
talking to Mr. Dejan this morning about it, and he had a good point. He goes and says that it's good because now that the meme coins are coming in new, you could actually get the good projects from the floor.
Oh yes, the
So
floor is
it's,
there.
yeah,
And
good projects that are coming in.
I've been trying to tell people all the time, like, look, see these liquidity pools of these low cap meme tokens? These liquidity pools are the liquidity is in SUI USDT,
Hmm.
right?
Big
And
time.
you know where I want to go with this, right? If SUI does a 5 or 10x, what do you think is going to happen with the value of these liquidity pools? They're going to surpass their market caps.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
sweet is good. I mean, the target
Yes,
they
that is so
the way
bullish.
and they haven't done any marketing really. It's just
No.
the people that are in it that are knowing about it. So it's good to get in now. Yeah, big
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
I was telling Mr. DJ I'm gonna have to FOMO in it because I don't want to jump into another blockchain. That's what's deterring me from doing it. Learning another one because I was in Avalanche, in the arena and all that kind of stuff. So I don't want to jump into another one. But I'm gonna have to FOMO in no matter what.
Well, speaking of which, I'm connected to Team Suinami, but here we have. I posted a pin post if you guys want to look. These are all the vetted memes on Sui chain, right? So these are people that either are in spaces, talking, founders, active, right, and all that stuff. And this is then the meme group, and it's pinned up here. Look at how tiny collection of memes there is. And it's a lot of fun because sui means water, right? And it's the water chain. And a lot of these memes have, of course, that connection to water, right? So that's a lot of fun. And so if you want to check that out up here, I have the pin post and you can check out all the meme tokens on there. So, and that also should give you a little bit of an overview on how little, right? And for one thing, hold on to me, I have to.
You're just sending me down a rabbit hole. That's okay. I like them.
Yes. Well, you're from Cardano. You're used to rabbit holes.
Yep.
One big rabbit hole.
You
Cardano
see
is
the
Cardano.
difference, like the way in talking, yeah.
Yes.
That's what I
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
saying about, yeah, what I was
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah. So, the Sui memes possibly listed on, let me see, on the Binance is then just a handful. This is a selection of what we just saw. And I'm very happy Suriname is in that selection too. So listings and future potential. Those are then the memes that stand out just a little bit better because they're a little bit more bullish. And that's as far as the meme goes. And then next time I will load you guys up with a good overview of tokens that have utility, right, on SUI, because there is a lot of utility on SUI too that is very, very interesting. And I do have to, then mention Deep, which is their liquidity layer, and then Walrus, their storage, right? And of course, we have Sui Lend, which is the same team from Solana Lend, Sol Lend, right? With the ticker Cent. And yeah, there's much more on there. And the latest thing is attention token with GiveRep, and we kind of see that all over our timeline. If you go to giverep.com, you can just hook your Twitter on there. You get a social media wallet, like a Twitter wallet there, and you can either promote other programs on SUI or mine attention token by tagging it into your post. And then you get one rep for every comment. And if you mention attention token, which is still need to be launched, right? You're mining right now the tokens, you get one for every 100 views, right? So for the to mine is add give rep, and you get one for every comment. And if you are representing a loyalty program, which is that how they call it on there, and then you can keep with your stats. You can see there are also loyalty programs that actually pay out in USDC. So check that out, right? With one good morning post from myself, I have a lot of engagement, but from myself, I already made like $51 with one Good Morning Post, or
Wow.
51 USDC. So, right, it would be really something to look at if you're.
Can you? I'm sorry. Can you dumb it down for me? So is that like an X, or we have to make a post?
Yes. So you have your X account, right? But
Hmm.
when you go to, can you pull it up on a live stream, Tech? So
Oh
maybe that's
yeah,
clear
I
for
have
everyone.
the since we
Oh,
started talking about it, I brought
I
it
I
up.
know
Yeah,
you. You're so good.
always on it.
So flowers to you. So you go to giverep.com, and then you're gonna log in with your Twitter account there. Now, initially, of course, you haven't earned a rep, so you might want to just go ahead and look at it um, on how it's done. And also, then you can pick a loyalty program or join them all. But the thing is, you kind of only get to mention one and extra, right? So you have the ad. If you go to my Good Morning post, I'm saying like you can use at tag give rep at the handle, right? At give rep to mine attention token. Use the handle at attention token, and in that way you get the views for attention token, and I mine an attention token every time somebody responds to me, comments on my post. Am I clear enough with that?
So when you post, you mining.
Yeah.
You basically okay, and then
When you tag these, you're mining. Yeah.
every post gets you a mine too.
Um.
Every comment. Sorry.
Well, look, I'm gonna post my good morning post so you can see how I'm tagging it, right? So this is my good morning post, and when you read, okay, happy Sunday, my next 1,000x on SUI, giving the at give rep to mine at attention token. And in this way, I get one attention token for every comment and one attention token for every 100 views.
I
Yeah,
see. That's
I can
bullish.
I can help kind of break it down as well because um, I've been using it as well. I haven't had as much success with it as Wilder, but so basically, you go on GiveRep.com and you connect your X profile, and it creates a wallet. It creates a SUI wallet for you. So now you have a new SUI wallet address, and it's associated with your X profile. So you can, once you're on the GiveRep website and you're connected, you can actually go to my profile, and it brings up a little dashboard that's kind of, it's your X profile, then with a history of the points that you've accumulated through posting. The way that you accumulate posts is like Wilder was saying, you just, any post that you like on X, you put @ give rep and tag give rep in the post, and then as well as any other thing that you want to tag. You can do one other one as well if you want to do the loyalty program, which I do that one as well. And so like she was saying, the attention token, you can tag attention token as well. So that's the one I've been doing. Any post that I like, I'll say something like, oh, this is awesome, I really like this, and say why that I like it. And then I'll put @ give rep, and then ATTN token, which is attention token. And then when I go on to my profile on the GiveRep dashboard, I can actually see that I've received reputation points for interaction and engagement on those posts, if that helps.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the give rep is like give reputation. So you're building reputation.
And it goes
And
to your wallet that
and
you
it goes to
created.
that. Yes,
But
it
not
still needs to
yet
be
because
launched.
it hasn't been launched.
Yeah.
But that's what's awesome about that's so on your when you click on my profile, once you're connected on the GiveRep website, on that dashboard, you can see that you're getting credit. So I like when I scroll through mine, I can see I get +1 rep, +1 rep, +11 rep. Because what did I do there? It's because I earned 11 points for 113 views on tweets about project attention. Whoa. So it has to do also with how well the post that you tag them in performs. You get more points. So that's cool. So you want to find bullish posts with a lot of engagement, a lot of views. And
Yes.
things that you just genuinely like, though. It's like trying to farm with the intention like, oh, I'm just gonna go spam this all over the place and try to like
No,
that's
don't do
probably
that.
not gonna work
Yeah,
out.
because that was the next alpha that I was gonna give. See, X don't like it if you are tagging so much.
I was gonna
Hmm.
ask you.
Yeah.
So what about like shadow banning, and does that affect if you
Exactly.
had?
So,
Yeah.
well, I see a lot of people misusing it because they don't have a good engagement themselves. So they go under other people's post and in the comment to another post use their gift wrap, and they have to do that 1,000 times a day to get to the same result
Wow.
that I do with one post, right?
Yeah.
So, or I get even 3 times more than they get with one post.
That's just
So, you
stupid.
know,
Yeah.
these people have the risk, but if you have decent engagement, right, you can actually just tag it in one. I just use one post a day. Why should I do that under every post, right? That's kind of ridiculous. And so I keep myself really really good. My account is really healthy, and still I'm able to tag these two on a daily basis, so it's not a problem. But it becomes a problem when you are under big accounts trying to farm to high heaven, right?
Tell me, hold on,
And that's
why is it
never good.
bullish? Why is it bullish to try to farm it on large account post? Forgive me.
Well, they want to go for the views. So
Uh huh.
the loyalty programs that pay out in USDC, they are going to take them, and then going to be because you get paid per view.
Yeah.
So if it's a big account that gets a lot of views, and you get to be like in the top 10 comments there,
Okay.
you can
You so,
actually farm
it's
a lot by
it's bullish
mentioning.
then. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my approach. It's like
Yeah, but it's
people
not
like
bullish because no, here's what happens. You
uh
can do
huh.
that a few times, and then the algorithm, because you're tagging too much, is going to deboost you. So the next
Mm,
time you will go under, well, before you get shadow banned, you get deboosted.
mm-hmm.
So X is not going to show your content
Your
to that many
visibility.
people,
Yeah.
nor your comments, right? They got to get buried
Wow.
somewhere.
Yeah.
So
Right. I've
you can
seen
do that.
that where it
Yeah.
says like click for more to view. Yeah, I've seen that
No,
when
these
people
are
are
the
shadow
shadow banned.
banned. Yeah.
These are shadow banned. But first you get deboosted. How do you notice that? Well, first you were getting, a lot of views if you
Mm-hmm.
were commenting within the first half a second on Elon's post, right? Let's
Yeah.
say. But when you then start to tag, and you can keep that up maybe 2 or 3 times, and you do it for a fourth time, and all of a sudden you're only getting 50 views,
Wow.
and then
Yeah.
you're being deboosted.
Yeah.
Then your comment is just going to be lower. It's going to rate it as low quality. That's basically what the algorithm then does.
Right.
That's why my question to you was, if I make the post and I hashtag on the post,
No,
and
no
then
hashtag. It's the handle. So you're
the handle.
tagging an
At
account.
sign.
Yeah.
So if I hit the handle,
Hmm.
and then everyone comments on it
Yeah.
without putting the handle, do I still get it, or they
Yes,
have to
it's
put the
about the
handle?
comments. Yeah,
The view and the views.
you
Yeah.
get it
Okay.
for. Yeah, it's not like somebody needs to connect with you with using the handle as well. If you look under my post, nobody's connecting to me saying tagging a give rep,
Right.
but
So if I have
I get a rep for every comment, even if it's just good morning or hello, how are you, right?
okay, so if I have 16 comments and I get 16,
Yes.
16, yeah. And then what about the loyalty? How will the loyalty come in place? Is it the same
One
or besides?
one for 100 views.
But
Oh,
the
and
thing,
that's USDT.
Well,
one
not
USD.
$1 per
Oh.
100 views, but you get 1 point, and that will translate then. At 1 point, it will translate in USDC. Yeah.
What's
No, is
important
this
though is that on the loyalty is that you have to opt in. So you have to go onto the loyalty page and then you
Yes,
have to
you need
click
to join.
join. So if you're just
Yeah.
tagging those programs and you're not opted in on the loyalty page, you have to join
You get
them.
nothing.
Yeah, it won't work. So yeah, you have to
Well,
do that. And there's a couple very bullish ones. So Ika, very bullish. Attention token is extremely bullish. And then there's a couple new ones I noticed on there today. I don't know if you've seen them,
yeah,
Wild, but SUI glitch
I
is
did.
very interesting. They're
Yeah,
bringing
glitch
that
is very
narrative.
interesting. Yeah.
That IMG is actually still really thriving. The original infinite money glitch. So them copying that meta onto the SUI blockchain isn't the
It's
worst
bullish.
idea.
Yeah,
Very
yeah. I
bullish.
was looking at it too. Yeah, very bullish on it. So, yeah, just check it out. Go to Give Rep, right? So you
Yeah.
get 1 point per 100 views for your loyalty programs, and then that will translate into USDC, and then you have to have so many points, right?
How is it working? Like you have to prepare a SUI wallet before, or is it like just
No, no, you
It
get a
creates a new
social
one.
media wallet from Give Rep.
okay, okay,
And
got
you
you.
can when you're on the website, you can actually do the wallet icon and click on there, and it will actually have your little Twitter banner and your PFP in the wallet, right?
Yeah,
Because
they
that's what SUI is kind of. I don't know if people know the background of SUI that much, right? Because these guys are as well Facebook developers.
Mm-hmm.
Now I thought the one from Solana was two. I think he was one too. The one
That
Mm.
that
was
created Rust, I think he was one too. But what I know for sure is that at one point they left Facebook because Facebook didn't want to go the crypto route and they really wanted to do the SoFi thing, right? Involve social media with crypto. And so they got out of there and kind of split up. And a few made SUI and the others made Aptos because the real um, competition of SUI is Aptos, same technology.
Mm.
The thing here is that, okay, well, what is easier to market, right? What is easier to market? Who has the venture capital? And that's SUI. But
Mm.
a lot of people are bullish on Aptos as well, right? It will do some numbers too. It's just that SUI is just going faster in the building and attracting developers.
Yeah.
And of course, they have their own language, SUI Move, right? And that's different from Aptos. Um, so yeah, that's the background a little bit of how that went with Aptos and SUI. So technology wise, they are not in competition with Solana, but more with Aptos. Okay, yeah, you have your hand up, Stromboli. What do you want to say?
just gonna ask: is this a project that is yours, or you just shilling this project, or
What? Which one?
Oh, Give
the
Rep is not
Gift
us.
wrap?
No.
yeah?
It's not mine. I'm here to pump bags.
Okay, okay, I
We're
see, I
That's
see.
not
teaching.
mine.
We're just showing people how to get free money, essentially.
Yeah,
Because I mean,
yeah,
this is like a great opportunity. It doesn't cost
yeah,
anything. It's like
yeah.
Wilder showed it to me, and when I was just like so grateful that she showed it to me. And like the only incentive for us to share it with you guys is that like we want the community to succeed as well. Like
Yeah.
when it really comes down to it.
Well, we don't know. Attention token still needs to be
Yeah, it hasn't
launched,
launched
right?
yet,
So
so we
you're,
really don't know.
so I'm just, yeah, trying to get some attention tokens, see what it does, right?
Yeah, but
I
I
mean,
like the
participate in
idea.
airdrops. Yeah, airdrops participate
yeah,
because what do you have to lose?
yeah. What do you have
Takes a
to lose?
couple
And
minutes.
I'm
And you
saying
can
good
work for
morning
your own
every
bags
day.
actually. You
Yeah.
technically work for your own bags. That's a super
Well, the
easy
thing
way.
is,
There we
Very
but
go.
nice.
they do it, and I'm kind of bullish on it because here we went, and I don't know if you guys were here last bull run, but you're from Cardano, so you must have some alpha there. It used to be that when, first of all, when you got into, when you got an early CA, you were freaking, through the roof of happiness and joy when something was launched and you got there early. First up, right? There was no pump fund launches or anything, nothing, right? So it was all like if you got some alpha early, you were stoked. That happened maybe once half a year. So when project launched, everybody was, working for their own bags. Everybody was doing a post on it on X, right? Or back then you also had Clubhouse. Don't know if you remember that, but I feel old when I talk about that stuff. But it's only been 5 years. but but yeah, we used to have. It's like I'm talking about freaking MySpace. All right. So we had Clubhouse and all that, and everybody was expected to, everybody made a post about it. If you bought something and if you were bullish on XRP, you would be posting about XRP. If you were bullish about Shiba, you would be posting about Shiba Inu. There was no rating going on. That was all kind of like organically forming, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially in the meme section. And in that meme section, we didn't have a lot of memes back then. So, but over time, people in the TG expected rating, but somehow didn't want to click the fucking button anymore. Excuse my French. And so teams would now need to hire groups of people. Well, first we had a shield so that people could not be talking in the telegram anymore, right? Before you had to click, the target had to be reached and then the chat will unlock again. All right, now people started to do that, and then shield token was a thing on Ethereum. And so that was the first one to get into that corner of, okay, well, how are we going to get people to click a freaking like or repost on or a comment on a post on X, which is totally easy to do, but somehow people weren't doing it anymore. But we're expected the token to moon anyway. So and then people started to complain that they couldn't talk anymore in the chat because the chat was locked because Shield was on, and they still didn't want to make a comment, so it got that bearish, and so they let that one go, and then they started to hire raid teams, people with fresh X accounts that would, hype things up on their post. So not organic anymore. And slowly X started now to wreck the heck out of those, and that's why you don't see these hard shills anymore, right? Because it's bad engagement, it's low quality engagement, so it's actually bad for the main page of the token, because if you get lots of bad low quality engagement, you as a main of the token are going to be deboosted too,
Mm.
because it signals that you're low quality too if you're attracting all these low quality people, accounts.
Yeah.
And so here we are, we cannot use Shield anymore because we cannot raid anymore without the whole community getting freaking wrecked by Elon on X. And so this is a different type of shilling. Right now they came up with something like this. I think it's bullish.
Mm-hmm.
So people are still shilling projects, getting paid for it, right? Without the whole rating being, ridiculous comments under posts, and still, have eyes on projects.
Mm.
So this is just for me like a evolution of shilling. Yeah, the evolution of shilling right here. So yeah, that's basically what it does, right? And I think that for Nami, I was actually looking into contacting them to be a loyalty program on and see how much it costs, how much I would be asking, and then your program will be shielded. And of course, I think it's going to be a pretty penny, right? That you need to spend. But yeah, I'm going to find out how much it costs to get a loyalty program on there, and it can only be SUI projects for now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, but yeah, bullish, you guys. I mean, yeah, it's just the evolution of shilling, right? We got to adapt. And that's why things like Shield, everybody was like, oh my God, it's the next best thing. You buy Shield token, and the Shield token itself did really, really well. Because as a project, you had to buy in for the bot to use Shield. And you would get so many times that you could pull up Shield, right? So it was a utility. Shield had that utility of the rating bot. But yeah, since that rating is now getting wrecked by X, they are basically done for.
Mm. Yeah.
Unless they would do something like give reputation, right? Does so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's all of that. Now, yes, Mr. G, you need a hand up.
Sorry, I just didn't want to interrupt you. Actually, as I said in the beginning, Sunday is like for me, for family and stuff like this. And I have to say, like, I'm home now with my family, with my mother and my sister, my little nephew, and they are waiting for me, like, to join the dinner. So at this point, I actually want to
Yes,
say goodbye.
no problem. I hope you're having a great time. Have a great dinner. Enjoy with the
Thank you very
family.
much.
You're more
And
than
just
welcome to hop on stage whenever you like. We're open every day, same time.
yes, great, great, great. That's pretty good to know. And thank you very much for today's possibility to jump in and talk with you guys. It was really a pleasure, and I just like learned a lot right now. And like I definitely will try to hop in much more often. And yeah, have a good time all,
Yes.
and see you again.
Thank you so
Happy
much.
Sunday. Happy Sunday. Yes, you guys. We always try and come up with the new stuff in the space to see what's bullish for the future, right? Because we cannot get stuck here. Things are always evolving, and we got to keep our eyes open. Which brings me to the next project that Mr. Dejan. Maybe you still want to have like one ear thingy in of your phone to listen to this.
I'll be
Because
here for him. I'll be here.
yeah, well,
I will keep a little bit running.
yeah.
Thank you.
So that nobody notices. I often do the same, I have to admit. But yeah, that brings us to the next thing that we need to be doing, because we are actually doing the testnet of Monad. And Monad is a new chain in testnet. And it's bullish because SUI has all that parallel scaling, and that's what makes it so fast, right? So we push everything through the blockchain side by side, boom, in one go. It can actually do multi swaps this way, and of course the gas fees are next to nothing. So very bullish what SUI has, but now Monad has that parallel scaling, but then EVM compatible, no own language, right? Uh, so bullish on that. They have some interesting venture capital that is also the same as SUI. And so I'm watching it, like a hawk, and I'm on that testnet minting NFTs with my free testnet tokens. And so you can go to what's the website again? Monad.com or XYZ was XYZ. And
Monad.xyz, yeah.
yeah, Monad.xyz. I just don't
And
know
then
why I just provide.
you click on join testnet. That brings you up to testnet.monad.xyz, where you can go to the faucet. You connect your wallet. Go ahead and connect your Twitter account and your Discord if you have those, and you'll get even more tokens. You put in your wallet address, and then you just click get testnet mon. You have to have a minimum of 0.03 Ethereum, which is about $90 today, or $85, I think. Oh no, it's only $80. So yeah, it's still on sale. 0.03 ETH, and then at least 3 Ethereum transactions on that wallet history. And you'll be able to participate. And so, yeah, every 6 hours, you can go ahead and hit the faucet, milk some Monad, and pump your bags, basically. What I did,
Yeah, so,
check this out. I
yeah.
wanted to show you what I just bought myself something with some Monad, but I'm broke again because I spent all my Monad.
free Mon.
Let's see. I don't know. Oh, this is the marketplace. I want to look at the one I just bought, though. Let's see.
I'm gonna look.
I bought it because I don't really
Oh
necessarily.
yes,
Here, let me see.
these are hot.
These are so cool, right? Okay, and
I
then
kind of want one.
I got myself one, and maybe you can trade. I got it. It's not necessarily for me, but I saw it and I was like, it definitely looks like you. And so since I got it like with my Monad anyway, I'm like, well, I'll figure out some way to gift it to you. But look at how cute this is.
Such a Chad. Yes, these are so good looking.
Did you see that though with the bow?
Oh my God, yes.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
These are so
Here
cool.
I go. Well, so I still need to. Yes, I saw it.
They're cheap.
Yes,
they're like 2 Monad.
Yes, I know. But I kind of minted already, and I didn't use the faucet before today. I gotta use faucet more. I gotta set an alarm for this. I see some cool ones there.
Yeah.
That are really, really fun.
They're cute.
Oh yeah, I think they're really fun. I see 1 or 2 that I see 3 now that are really.
Which one do you like?
I like I kind of like you should have gotten the one with "I'm not rich" again.
That's hilarious. I know.
The paper bag over its head.
I know. I thought I was thinking about that one, but the 3D glasses and the bow were calling me.
Yeah. And the one with the bow for me, but I also like the one with the cap.
That's why I grabbed the bow, because it was the only one I saw in the marketplace. I'm like, I'm gonna secure this right now, and then there's another one with the bow too, a little pink bow.
I kind of like the one. Oh my God, this is hilarious too. The one with the eye patch and the pacifier. I Jedi flipped at the Milady rave.
Oh my God, dude! I didn't even. That is hilarious.
Really you have cool. It on the live stream now?
Really cool. Yes. It's not on the live stream. I have it in my other browser. You know what? Let me pull it up into my Chrome
People
browser.
People are like, what are they talking about? I kind of
I just had I had the Monad page up.
If I had Monad, I would definitely buy 4 or 5.
Yes, and they're jumping too. The prices on them is skyrocketing. It's up 900% today.
Yeah, it's up 900%. That's crazy.
Yes.
Look, you guys, I really want you to really grasp what's going on here, because this is just testnet. So we're just, fucking around and finding out.
Yeah.
And this fucking around and finding out is going to be to your advantage, because when this thing goes main, You are already on that test net. You know how things move. Your wallet is set for Monad, right? So you can trade, you can immediately start to be on there when that goes main. So all of this in testnet is to test, right? So basically you're making, we have fun minting NFTs, buying and selling NFTs in quote unquote fake money, right? A test
Mm-hmm.
money, test monad. But when this goes live, when this goes main, you'll be one of the first on there. This is front row seats. I've been in the testnet of SUI. I've been in the testnet of CE, and I made a killing, right? Just by being early. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm always watching for these new things that are in testnet. Now, I'm not even bothering if they're not bullish or they don't bring any new technology, right? But this one is, and I'm bullish on it, and I'm on there testnetting, working things out. And we were thinking about even launching our own meme token, which eventually. Let's set up the things for what's the ticker
Yeah.
first, right? That goes
Yeah.
first.
True.
But yeah, but so bullish. So just realize that when you catch these things or when you hear me speak about it, it doesn't cost you nothing, right? You can go to that faucet, get your testnet tokens. All you need to have is ETH in your wallet. Now that ETH won't move, right? It's just you have to have it in there to get the faucet.
Mm-hmm.
So but that's all. So it costs you really nothing. You can have some fun there because basically, yeah, you're test netting. They want you to move on the net right now so they can figure out how to catch some creases maybe in the beginning and flatten them out before they go main. So they're expecting people to be operating on there in the test net. And if you hold then your Monad testnet tokens, possibly you would be eligible for an airdrop, especially if you were minting, if you were active, right? Because they can check that, right? They can screenshot all of that. So,
Mm-hmm.
uh, what's it to you? I mean, it's for free. Have fun, right? And it can actually make you big gains later on when Monad goes live. So. We don't know when they go live. They never give you something like a prediction there. I was trying to find the alpha on that. All I could find was something from February when they say 6 months, but then that puts me in June, and I'm like, yeah, who's gonna go main in June? Um, Although a few did before, so we're crunching on time. So get on that Monad website and start doing that testnet thing. It's
Mm-hmm.
bullish for you. It's bullish for you. So we went through that. Let's pull up the dojo dogs and let's do that. Make them that our last show of today. I saw that IK was in here, but everybody's on Sunday family, right? So we need to enjoy our day as well. And so let's pull up the dojo dog website and we're gonna do the shill.
I got
Or
it up.
do you want to do the shill now, Tick?
Yeah, I can go ahead. So, the Doginal Dog.
Practice the shill muscle. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. So the Doginal Dogs community is a collectibles community of people on Twitter that basically have NFTs of the Doginal Dogs. The Doginal Dogs started as a free mint, and over the last year, the floor price on them has risen almost to 2,000 at some points. Right now, it's somewhere around just around 1,800. But the really cool thing about the Doginal Dogs community is that they have all these like onboarding Doginal docs where you can go through and kind of learn about like the Bark branding course, how to monetize your Doginal dog on X, and basically like cryptocurrency, blockchain, and how all this stuff works. Basically, onboarding for if you're new to crypto or NFTs and what it's all about. And so these resources are available on the website on digitaldogs.com, which is really cool. You can just go on there and kind of take advantage of this free information that they have. And like I said, the floor is at about $1,600, I believe. Let me double check that actually. No, it's $1,800 right now. The floor, the bottom price is $1,800 for one Doginal dog. But the really awesome thing about this community is its accessibility. They have what are called starter dogs, which you can kind of use as a placeholder for your PFP until you save up and pull the trigger on buying a Doginal dog, as the prices continue to rise, keep in mind. But right now they have the all black, the blackout Doginal dogs on the starter dogs page, where they have 9 different designs. They're all, they have different accessories, beanie or hat, cowboy hat, wizard's hat, bow. And you kind of just pick whatever you like, whatever you identify with, and you set that as your PFP. And what ends up happening is you'll see on Twitter, on X, there's a lot of other people that have that same PFP. And when you go into the X spaces, you'll see, sometimes, 50 or more people all rocking the same PFP, and they're all members of this community. And it just goes to show, the strength and the presence of this NFT collectible. And so, that's the inviting thing about this. The attractive thing is its accessibility, that, anyone who's interested in being a part of this can, join the community. And they have a lot of other free resources, the media library with different animated GIFs that you can, post on X to gain traction and engagement on your post, as well as a media library to brand your X page and optimize it with banners and things like that you could use. So you go on like the content generator, and that's where you can create like a banner for your X page as well. And so that basically, gets you kind of locked in, so that when people see your X page, they see that, this is what you represent and that you're a part of something bigger, and it's growing every day. And it's really cool. Just, if you haven't done any research, I highly suggest, sit on an X space and see what it's all about, because like the positivity and the drive that the community possesses is, it's unprecedented. And, crypto really needed something like this. So it's cool to see the way things are evolving. But yeah, that's my shill right there. That's all.
Yes, yes, and of course, yes, love for the starter dogs, because it's hard when we know these NFT collections. I'm so bullish on NFTs too, by the way. Right, everybody was wondering about the NFTs. Nothing happened with the NFTs. Time to buy, right? I got ordinals, I got Ethereum stuff, I got and stuff everywhere. So, uh, but look, sometimes a project gets stuck. Why? Because the floor is rising, and not everybody might have that money to get on board in the community, right? And you're going to be stuck in your own little echo chamber, circle jerking around. And the thing is that growth then is going to become very hard. So either you're going to have, and this is where we see always the floor when it gets stuck. It's about when the floor rises to about 3 to 5K. That's where most projects get really stuck. So you need to rise quickly to above 20K, 25K quickly, so that elite feel gets to come in, and then all of a sudden it starts to be bullish again. Yeah. But in between, that's the hardest zone for NFTs. It's already a great feat to get to even a $2,000 floor from a free freaking mint, right? You need to have some diamond hands in there, right? But yeah, so how are you going to grow then? Well, the one and only project that has that mechanism is Doginal dogs. They have these starter dogs that are really on the front line with everything. So you can join the community by getting a free starter dog, right? And you'll be no less than anybody else. And it gives you time to see if this community is something for you. You learn about the NFTs, right? Maybe you find something bullish. Maybe you want to save up for one, or maybe you will never able to be one. But that doesn't matter. You can join the community, and the community puts each other on blast all the time, right? There's preference for dogs amongst the dogs. That's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
But you must have seen them all over your X, because they're always engaging. Starter dog, NFT holder, it doesn't matter, right? And all there, and all spaces, 24 hours throughout the day. There is a Dojo Dog space for you to go listen to, and different takes on life, different takes on trading, right? But go ahead and look around. And so, if you want to join up, you can grab a free dog there, and then I would love to have to do it in spaces with you, so we can right away help you do some things, tweak some things with your account that can optimize you very, very much. So yeah, I just wanted to double shill, double
Awesome.
shill it,
Yeah.
double shill it.
Yeah.
I see OG Peanut in the house now. He's been interacting with me a little bit, OG Peanut. If you want to come up and have a chat about OG Peanut, you're more than welcome to. I'm gonna try and pull you up if you have time. I'm just gonna wait for that a little. If not, then you know
So
we're gonna.
while we wait for him to come up, what's the weather forecast today?
Oh, let's look. Oh yes, we.
I
We
made
want
a
to do this.
couple yesterday. I made one. It's
Oh my God, you
altcoin
want to go ahead and do
alerts,
that? Well, right
shitcoin
now it's
showers.
like, yeah, well, the sun is shining, right? It's hot on Solana. I mean, time to degen. It's
Hmm.
degen weather over there. Definitely, right? Volume coming in. I think tomorrow that trend would still be good to go. So definitely no yeeting going on anywhere. We're full pump. I think SUI still looks a little bit cloudy with chance of yeetery, right? And lacking a little bit in that volume behind on Solana, but getting there because we see the utility pumps already too. The weather is so nice on Ethereum. I mean, Ethereum has a different style of trading altogether because of the gas fees, right? So a lot more
Hmm.
whales are operating on Ethereum. That's just a thing, and so market caps tend to go a little bit further than on the chains that are a little bit cheaper in gas. And yeah, that's because people are wailing around up there straight from the get go. So yeah, good weather on Ethereum for some aping around. I would say yes, volume is
Yeah.
back. So are we. I think we're gonna do very well this week. I actually can see that we are gonna at least do something with that all-time high coming week,
Yeah.
but we shall see. I'm in the crypto moonlight again tomorrow. That's Lamb Space. Follow Lamb. He's in the audience. Give him a follow. He always puts the link out. And then tomorrow I'll be there. I can only be there for like half an hour because I changed it today because I wasn't feeling well in the morning and I had to change out some work and then I had to pick up somebody else's work early in the morning tomorrow. So,
Mm.
I cannot stay the whole time. But definitely Alpha Space. Join up there. Yeah, we have OG Peanut on stage now. Before OG Peanut starts speaking, let's go to his profile and pull up some information so we can show it on the live stream. And then OG Peanut, hey, my guy, if you have something good that we think, yeah, that's worthy, we'll put you on blast. We'll chop it up, short it up, and put it on Instagram. We'll put it on TikTok. We'll put it on YouTube Shorts. So when first we get to know about you, and then you can put in a little shill.
What's up, my fellow Dutchie?
Oh my
That's
God, yes.
that's the that's the fun part. Now, I'm not here to show OG Peanut. To be honest, I'm here
Oh,
to.
what do you want to show?
No, I'm just here to get to know you guys.
Oh, good.
That's what I usually. Well, you called me up, so that's when
Yeah,
I come up. But usually,
yeah,
I hang back and I just listen to you guys and
yeah.
listen to the interaction of all you people. And I had Poe from the Doginal Dogs coming to my space earlier, and
Hmm.
he shared some tunes. And I'm pretty sure you guys are all familiar with each other. Uh,
Yes, most of us. Yes, yeah.
so now I hang back and I see you just said it, like it's a very strong community, all the Doginal Dogs
Yeah.
together, and getting into a space where there are so many of the same PFPs. That's what got me uh,
Powerful. Yeah.
bullish on NFTs again. Like that's the thing that you want to strive for. So no, I've been in a lot of spaces, and that's what I usually do. Hang back, get to know the people where you're from. Well, I know where you're from,
Yeah.
but I
Oh,
mean.
I know there you're from. That doesn't sound creepy at all.
Amsterdam. I'll be riding around Amsterdam tomorrow, finding the spot.
Yeah, yeah. It's a lot of fun.
No, but it's crazy how many Dutchies we run into in this space.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I know quite a few.
It's insane. It's
Yes,
insane.
because I always go to the Bitcoin conference in Amsterdam too, and it's like such a small world of crypto.
Yeah.
And of course, this is not a big country. So when somebody says, "Yeah, I'm from Rotterdam," it's like, yeah, you're just like what, like 35 minutes away.
Yeah, yeah. Most, yeah. Like Amsterdam is also 35 minutes away.
Yeah. You're never far. It's always within
Yeah.
the hour from somewhere. So, yeah, lots of Dutch people in the space, and lots
Uh,
of Dutch
yeah.
builders too in the
So it's great to
space.
see other or to kind of maybe look into what makes such a strong community, and try and build something towards that. That's my goal of going into spaces and getting to know people. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not a hard chiller yet. The moment that we have everything in place, yeah, I'll be chilling. But for now, I just enjoy getting to know people and getting to know your views on
Good.
everything. And
Good.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's nice, and you're more than welcome to join these spaces. We have them every day, and we are just slowly rolling out the brand of just what's the ticker, right? So, uh, you can vote for our logo, and then we're gonna have a website, and we're gonna have the TG group set up, and all that, and have some merch for the space, because we actually live stream this on X and YouTube while the space is going on, and then after we had some good chills, and we like it, right? Because you don't want to just put everything on blast, right? We got to do some some vetting sometimes. But yeah, then we cut it up in shorts, and then we send it to Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. So you were
see,
literally,
that's exactly a type of thing that I already think like that's exactly a thing that I want to learn how you guys are doing it and
yeah,
what's the impact. And yeah, I like it.
yeah.
Yeah,
It
so
definitely has a lot of impact. We did a good shill for Milli Token on SUI, and especially for their NFT mint, and they minted out 1,000 collection within 16 hours. Now, of course, this is on Millie himself too. He goes to different spaces, but yeah, definitely contributed there too.
Hmm.
And and we love to help these projects out for free, basically, right?
well, good thing is we are a couple weeks away from our own NFT collection, so that's very interesting and in yeah, very nice. Good to know. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, you're more than welcome here. Like I said, every day, same time, we're here. For us, that would be like 7 o'clock. So
seven
like
o'clock. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right after dinner, and so yeah, um, yeah, Doginal dogs. I mean, for free mint, from free mint to a floor like this, and I mean that's the cheapest ones, right? There are dogs out there that are 10, 12K, 20K, right? Depending on their rarity. So. But it's powerful when you go into a space and there are these dogs in there. It's really sends a message, even, and that's why I always say, because I just like to butterfly sometimes around into different spaces on different chains, even, right? So I'm in Cardano spaces, I'm in the Tron spaces, Tron bullish spaces, right? To be on stage there, and it's when dogs follow me in there. Look, I'm not coming on stage to shield the doginal dogs per se, but there's gonna be that question somewhere in the space. They would notice all these dogs, and they were gonna be like, "Wild, what's going on with your doginal dogs? You wear one. I see these dogs here in this space. What is this about?" And then I get to chill. Right? Then I get to chill, and it's so powerful because they're all in there with the emojis, right? When the dog is on stage, right? You support with your emojis, and that's just such a powerful thing. The most thing that makes it so powerful is that you get to have a lot of dogs because we also have these starter dogs. So it's not just a collection. You can join for free, and you can get the alpha when when a dog is adopted, a starter dog, we adopt a starter dog right away. Right? And it's up to you. And if you want to leave the community, that's fine too, right? But at least you get to have the experience. So that is important because I think a lot of people will feel locked out when the floor rises. So in the beginning, it's still good, people have some money to buy, and of course, there's going to be some trading going on there. But at one point, that will stagnate a little bit, and so the leverage for the dogs is the starter dogs. And even I am a starter dog. I'm wearing still a starter dog. Tick is a starter dog, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So no shame. I have two NFTs, but I won't change them to my PFP. I just love my starter dog too much, and I think this is the winning recipe. And of course, you cannot do it straight from the get go. Maybe you need to like intertwine, but there is so much more alpha than that's behind these starter dogs that it's ridiculous. As soon as you change into one and be adopted in the community, you are going to learn how to brand yourself. There are courses you can take. Some are costing a little bit, but not much, and you get so much in return for that. And then max engaging on X becomes like easy, right? We all have accounts that grow because we know how to, right? So, and that's what you get when you get that starter dog. So it's not even just a starter dog getting a starter dog and then you're part of the community. No, it's gonna be a life-changing experience actually. So yeah, bullish. All right, that sounded like I was just so box chilling there for a minute, Peanut. I'm sorry. I'm
That's
just
okay. That's okay. I like the passion. That means there's more than just a PFP behind it, and there's a lot of people that give you the feeling of belonging there. So that's good. That's a good sign.
yeah, and if it's not the doginal dogs, then I still would advise for somebody, if, especially if you're just new into crypto, you're gonna get so much broader perspective on crypto as a whole by joining a community, especially if it's a community that has traders, that has people that were in the space for a longer time, right? That can possibly help you out with some do's and don'ts in crypto. And because if you're going at it alone, right, you might just get liquidated and never come back into crypto. And I believe wholeheartedly that even if your bags are down, it's better for you to be in crypto than outside of crypto altogether, right? So anybody who's new in this space, just hook up with a community and go from there because it's easier to do it together.
Mm-hmm. True.
I I rest my case. But yeah, Peanut, I love to see you again in this space. I'm gonna, do my nightly routine.
I'm gonna give you a call one time if you're okay with that.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I gotta go to a meeting since crypto never sleeps. You know that.
Yes, money never sleeps, my guy. Money never sleeps.
Well, it's yeah, it's more than just money for me, but
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah.
Same. Same.
All
Yeah.
right. You have a great night, Wild and Tick, and thank you for having me up.
You
Thank you
too.
so
I
much.
really appreciate it. Yeah,
Yeah.
appreciate it.
We're
Oh,
gonna
I
close.
see Poe follow me around.
Poe is follow. Poe is follow. Always follow. He's
Poe's
marking
my stalker
territory.
from now on.
Yes, he's marking territory. Poe is really good at that. Poe,
All
I see you. I see you, my guy.
right. You guys have a great night, and
You as
You
well.
too. We're
I see
gonna
you soon.
we're gonna close out this space, you guys. We're gonna do it right. We're gonna be in the crypto moonlight again tomorrow morning with Lamb, right? What's the ticker?
What's the ticker? Yeah. What's the ticker? Where's it at? What is the ticker? Where's it at? I got crypto in the bag, send the CA in the chat. Gonna ape another fat. Got a runner on the map, Solana sniping like a gat. And the SUI is moving quickly. I'm the squeezing where they at. I'm trying to bring the Mimquins back. 1,000x is gonna land. I got he chilling in the back, and the gas fees are gonna slap. Where's the ticker? Where's it at?
Yeah, that's another wrap for what's the ticker. We'd love to see you tomorrow, same
Thank
time,
you so
same
much.
place. Yeah.
I'll see you tomorrow.
See ya. Don't forget to vote for these logos. We have to know. We have to know. Be bullish on yourself.
Let's go.